हेलो हाय आदाब और सत श्री अकाल। एक बार फिर से आप लोगों के बीच मैं आपका हमराज आरजे अभिनव 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञानवाणी यानी कि ज्ञान की वाणी पर दोबारा लेकर आया हूं हम लोगों का एक नया सेगमेंट जो कि आप लोगों को पता ही है स्पेशली कुछ वक्त पहले से चल रहा है, नो योर फैकल्टी। स्पेशली हम लोग आप लोगों के पास लेकर आते हैं यहां पर उन फैकल्टीज को जिनके बारे में आपने नाम तो सुना होगा लेकिन पूरी तरह अगर नहीं जानते तो जान जाएंगे। उनकी लाइफ के इंसाइट्स काफी सारे पता चलते हैं और काफी ज्यादा चीजें जो उनके बारे में अब तक आपको नहीं पता चल जाती हैं और वो कैसा सोचते हैं और किस सिचुएशन में किस तरह से डिसीजन लेते हैं। स्पेशली आज मेरे पास ऐसी एक और फैकल्टी है स्कूल ऑफ ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी से जिनका नाम है डॉक्टर श्रुतिका पाटिल। अब पहले मैं उनको इन्वाइट करूं, इससे पहले कहते हैं ना भाई पूत के पांव पालने में दिख जाते तो उनके बारे में कुछ अच्छी अच्छी चीजें आप लोगों को बता देता हूं और उसके बाद हम लोग उनको इन्वाइट करेंगे स्पेशली और उनसे करेंगे कुछ सवालात, हालांकि बहुत सारे सवाल हैं। डॉक्टर श्रुतिका पाटिल गडकरी, ये उनका पूरा नाम है, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर इन डीवाई पाटिल स्कूल ऑफ ऑक्यूपेशनल थेरेपी। Shrutika has done her bachelor's from St. G.S. Medical College and KEM Hospital, and she has completed her post-graduation in pediatrics from Shine Hospital. Experienced pediatric occupational therapist with a demonstrated history of working in the hospital and healthcare industry. She is skilled in pediatric development disabilities, neonatal intensive care units, early intervention, learning disabilities assessment and intervention, sensory integration in hospitals and clinical setup. Shrutika has participated and won at national, international conferences in academic and cultural events. तो ये था उनका तारुफ, उनके बारे में काफी सारी बातों में से कुछ चंद उपलब्धियां। तो मैं उनसे कुछ सवालात करूंगा, उनको यहाँ पर हम लोग वेलकम करते हैं, इनवाइट करते हैं और उनसे सवालों की झड़ी की शुरुआत करते हैं। हेलो श्रुतिका, कैसी हैं आप? हाउ आर यू?
Hello Abhinav, I am very good. Thank you so much for having me here. I am very glad to be here with you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much. You are very much welcome here. तो अब शुरुआत करता हूं आपसे और सबसे पहला वही एक सवाल जो अक्सर हमारे पास कॉमन तो है लेकिन शुरुआत के लिए बिल्कुल अच्छा होता है। Tell us about your journey here at D.Y. Patil University. When did you start working here and how have you evolved as a teacher and human being?
So at D.Y. Patil Hospital, the School of Occupational Therapy, I have joined as an assistant professor last year, that is the November 2022. And from there, my journey has been wonderful. It has been excellent. So many things I'm learning right now as a professor, and I'm evolving as I'm teaching to the students. I'm improving myself as well. Wow. So it's a wonderful journey here.
Okay, and the next question is that what made you choose the field of OT, occupational therapy? How did you prepare yourself for this since school and college days? मतलब शुरू से ही मन था कि मुझे अब यही करना है, occupational therapy में ही जाना है, या मतलब स्टार्ट कैसे हुआ स्पेशली?
Yeah, so when I was in the 10th standard, there was one kid in our society who had a cerebral palsy, and the therapist used to come at home to treat him. And I was so amazed by the treatment she was giving him. She used to make him walk. She used to make him walk with a walker. Wow. Then I got to know more about that field. Then I spoke to the mother of that child that who is she? Then she told me that she is an occupational therapist. Oh, wow. So that was the first time I interacted with the occupational therapist. Then also my brother is from the medical fraternity, so he was the one to give me the guidance about my career options. So,
okay, then actually, then you decided to be here,
yes,
especially in the occupational therapy field.
Yes.
Okay. Dr. Vijay Patil is an inspiration for all of us. How has he motivated you? I'm sure actually you are met with him.
Yes, I have met with him. Also, there was one event which I got worked with him very closely. No doubt he is an inspiration for all of us, but the one or the two things which I really like about the Vijay Patil sir is the precision, or he wants to do the observation skills or whatever he does it perfectly. His perfection. This is something everyone should inculcate with us.
Wow, wonderful. Okay. ये नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो मेरा है वो है मिस वंदना मिश्रा जी को लेकर. टेल अस समथिंग अबाउट मिस वंदना मिश्रा चतुर्वेदी एंड हर स्ट्रॉन्ग हैंड ऑफ गाइडेंस फॉर दिस इंस्टीट्यूशन.
Wow, Vandana Mishra ma'am is I like the way whenever she wherever she goes, the aura which she creates everywhere, that I really like.
I totally
her.
agree with you.
Yes,
in this.
she brings the positive environment wherever she goes. Also, the one thing I would like to learn from her is her confidence and the talking skills or the speaking skills which she has.
Definitely. Also the consistency. In which way
yes.
she is working so much energetic, especially.
Correct.
And 5 places at the same time, especially.
Yes, the multitasking.
Multitasking.
Yes.
Okay, great. And you can tell me, you got support from Dr. Renuka. Please tell us about that.
Yes, so Dr. Renuka Desai was a HOI recently. So many things, whatever I have in my mind regarding students or the lectures, Dr. Renuka Desai is actually helping me for that. She never questioned me for anything which is for the benefit of the student. She always supported in that term. Okay, if it is for the student, if it is for the good lectures, we'll definitely can do it.
Whether you are actually coming with the new ideas and
yes,
she is passing all the things. Okay, it's
she
fine.
has supported me, and even for the many new books also we have recommended, or the many new techniques we have recommended for the students. She has actually supported very well.
Okay, well done. Now actually there are the questions of these faculties especially and from the department. Now I would move especially some course related and especially your field related questions. Okay, describe your experience and expertise in a specific area of occupational therapy practice. How would you incorporate this knowledge into your teaching and research?
So basically my interest lies into the pediatrics, and especially I see children from the NICU, in neonatal intensive care unit, to the 14 years of ages. So the whoever is a premature baby or who has any kind of birth complications, we see from that phase itself. And I'm really interested for the research into these area, like how the development takes place for the kids. So I've undergone a few of the researches, and also right now I'm working on it. Also, I make sure that the students at our institute learn about these things, about the NICU, about the premature birth. Then moving on to further, the learning disability and the autism, which we see very commonly in our in the kids. So it is always my interest of area, where I see the kids also, the students also learn from the practice, day-to-day practice on the patient.
Not only actually the theoretical base, but they are working especially on the practice mode.
Yes, yes.
Okay. How do you stay current with the advancement in occupational therapy research and practice, and how would you integrate these developments into your curriculum?
Yeah, so in our School of Occupational Therapy, along with the students, the faculties have the journal club, where every week we research for one of the recent or the latest article, and we present in front of all the faculties. So whatever the input we get from the other faculties, we take into consideration that.
Can it be actually be with the students, or it should add in the course, something like that? Actually, you guys are discussing.
Yes, that way we discuss. Also, we have the interns presentation. So whatever the interns have learnt in their postings, in their clinical postings, we ask them to search the related article onto that, and then we take the presentation based onto that. So this way we work for the new research and the new advancement in our therapy.
Okay. Can you discuss your experience mentoring and advising actually students in occupational therapy programs? How do you support their professional growth and success?
Yeah. So as I said, we have the interns presentation, but currently we have started with making giving the project to the students as well, the bachelor students from first to fourth years, so which will enhance their more knowledge, and which will improve the academic skills more.
Okay, great. Can you provide examples of innovative teaching strategies or assignments you have implemented to engage and educate occupational therapy students? Especially, AI has emerged now this time. So do you use that especially, or you are telling them use it in a very good way, or especially the pros and cons? So please tell us about that.
Yeah. So as I said, my area is expertise is sensory integration and the neonatal intensive care units. So the sensory integration, the treatment which we give, it includes a lot of brain and a lot of body movements. So I believe that if the patient has to do it, or if any kid comes to you, if he has to undergo any treatment, before that you should be knowing how your body is working. So
Okay,
whatever the
yes, right.
treatment we give to the kids, we ask students to perform the same way. Whether you are giving them any kind of play therapy, whether you are giving them any kind of activities, perform on yourself first. Then you will understand how much of the body requires that attention or the concentration for that activity. That
Okay,
is,
first you do the exercise and actually you can
yes,
let them do.
yes. The second thing is also we do the gait evaluation. Gait evaluation as in the walking pattern evaluations.
Okay.
So we ask the students to imitate the same gait patterns. So that you should be knowing what are the gait patterns, what are the features of that, clinical features of that. And on the basis of that only you will be able to walk or the imitate according to that condition of the patient.
Okay. Well, nicely answered about that, especially in very detail. Now this time, okay. How would you foster interdisciplinary collaborations within the field of occupational therapy and other related disciplines?
Okay, so as in the School of Occupational Therapy itself, we have the professors. We have the professors who are from the different specialties. So maybe orthopedic, somebody is from the pediatrics, or somebody is from the neuro.
Okay.
So whenever any case comes or any patient comes, it is the responsibility of that each staff to look into from that interdisciplinary or the multidisciplinary mode.
Okay.
And then accordingly we tell the students to assess that patient according to the multidisciplinary approach.
So they especially study the other departments' cases too.
Yes.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter if the kid is 14
from
years
the
old.
neuro or as you
Yes.
mentioned.
Yes, if the child is from the neuro, but he may have any kind of orthopedic conditions as well. So we take the input from the orthopedic specialties as well for that.
Okay. So these were actually some questions. You have nicely answered about that. And now I'm also actually going to ask you some questions. Then we will move to rapid fire round, especially the insights and then this and that. But before that, what makes our institution unique? Of course, it's a faculty like us, definitely. But what about the factors such as the infrastructure, cafeteria, lab and research facilities, the varied courses and the general environment of learn and fun and earn?
Yes. So when I joined here, the first thing I saw is the library of this university. This is something which I think globally also, if you see the infrastructure.
Knowledge Resourcing Center. Especially.
Sorry, yes. It's a knowledge of center of excellence. Correct. So the library, which is a place for the students actually to learn, and they spend their most of the time in the library. So if the environment is so good and infrastructure is so good, automatically the learning takes a very good place.
Yes, wonderful. You are sadly it very well and especially very much right. Especially और मुझे तो ये ज़्यादा अच्छा लग रहा है बल्कि सुन के because I've been there especially and the COE especially that library एक तो काफी बड़ी है, बहुत vast है और especially अब students वहाँ पर आ रहे हैं. Otherwise actually you see the students especially they are with their mobile phones and they are busy so much in that.
And I feel in our institute not only the academics is given that much, means not only the academics has been seen. The kids or the students are doing participating into cultural events as well.
Extracurricular activities,
which is really brain boosting for them. So they get a period for the extracurricular activity and then they get for the academic activities as well.
Even also the physical activities actually we have our stadium here, WPL, IPL, FIFA World Cup happened there. Even Majestic Neighbor concerts especially and swimming pools, gymnasium.
Exactly.
They have actually everything. I think they love that, especially the cafeteria. They like that always.
Yes.
Okay, so these are some of the questions also I would like to ask, which is the greatest lesson you got from your student or students?
Yeah. So whenever I'm teaching, every time I'm learning something from them. But the one thing I always learn from them is never stop questioning. Like if you have, even if you learn many things, question to that, why it is so, why this not, So this is the thing which I would really like to inculcate in me, that I should be always be questionable to why is it so.
वाह वंडरफुल. अमूमन एक्चुअली टीचर जो होते हैं वो स्पेशली इस चीज को एक दो बार के बाद मना ही कर रहे होते हैं. अच्छा ठीक है, ये कोर्स में है और ये इतना है और ये इतना आपको बता दिया है स्पेशली. तो ये बहुत अच्छा है. स्पेशली यू आर सपोर्टिंग टू दैट स्पेशली के लिए. आस्क क्वेश्चन, आस्क मोर क्वेश्चंस, यू विल नो मोर. ओके. If you would have not be a professor, you would be?
Okay. So if I wouldn't have been the professor, I would be the pediatric therapist, definitely. Or else, if I wouldn't have been into this the
field.
profession, I would have been into something arts or crafts.
Okay, you are good at art or crafts,
Yeah.
especially. So I would definitely know about that, and I will ask a question related to that. Okay. Which is the one book you would recommend everyone to read?
From my field?
From your field, or you want to
Yeah,
convey
so-
any type of book, especially?
Okay, so from my field, I would say I'm in love with the book of Paula Kramer, The Frames of References. The way she has explained the basics of the pediatrics, that's wonderful.
Okay,
And
great.
And out of this, out of my profession, I would say a book, Shriman Yogi, written by Ranjit Desai,
Okay.
which is based on the Raja Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj.
Oh,
So
wow.
it tells you the success of the Shivaji Maharaj. Also, it tells you the failures of the Shivaji Maharaj. It tells you the many various his what you say, the
Especially
emotional.
the emotional and especially turmoils and all the things, especially
Yes.
The achievements of his life,
Achievements,
incidents,
correct.
especially.
So even going through the so many maybe the obstacles, how you have to overcome it. So we learn from that book, I feel.
ओह वाह वंडरफुल. सो जो भी हम लोगों का भी सुन रहे हो, जो बुक यहाँ पर बताई है इन्होंने श्रुतिका ने, तो प्लीज उसको याद रखें और स्पेशली खरीद कर उसे पढ़ें भी. ओके. सो व्हाट आर द करियर अपॉर्चुनिटीज फॉर स्टूडेंट्स ऑफ ओटी?
So the career opportunities are very wide in India. So after completing the bachelor's 4.5 years of the course, students can definitely work into the clinical setups. So as per their interest, if somebody is interested into more into the orthopedic, they can work into with the sports or with the orthopedic conditions. Or if they are interested more into pediatrics, they can work into the pediatric setup. If they want to further achieve their the academics, they can do the masters, which is available here in India. So after doing a masters, they get specialization, and after specialization, they can definitely work in the hospital setup, or they can opt for the academics career.
Academics, especially. Okay. What do you do in your free time? How do you juggle your hobbies with your career? As you have mentioned about your art and craft, especially.
So sometimes, basically my field is a collaboration of arts and science. So whatever we do for the patient is basically the collaboration of arts and science.
Oh wow, wonderful.
So I get a chance to work with the kids, so where I can use my arts and creativity more. So also this is one thing. Also when I am not working at that time, maybe I am painting, maybe I am cooking, or maybe I am dancing. So
that's great.
so these things I do whenever I get free time.
I wanted to know especially about the which form of art you are practicing. So now this time you have told me the performing arts, the dancing, especially painting you are doing in the art. Okay, cooking also. Multitasking hai. Especially. Okay. Tell us about the abroad opportunity for the students of OT. I mean, in India you have told us,
Yes.
but if they actually want to move to abroad, so they have also the opportunities there.
Yes, so the opportunities in abroad is also very wide. They can do the masters in the important thing, or the really good thing of doing masters in abroad is the time period is very less. So they can complete the masters within the 9 months itself. So which is a really good thing, and then you can achieve your further goals very fast. So very less time and too much of work you can do at the same time.
And very much to achieve especially.
Yes. So this is the one part, and then gradually the working opportunities are really good in the abroad as well.
Okay, so fantastically answered about that. जो सारे questions के आपने जवाब दिए, अब हम इनसे कुछ और सवाल पूछने वाले हैं. वो होगा rapid fire round. I think Shrutika is ready about that. Especially, are you ready for that?
Yes.
So you have to answer very fast, especially. So yes, you can think especially in seconds, and you can give the answer. So are you ready? I think so.
Yes.
Okay, so rapid fire round. We are starting here now. The best advice you got in your career?
Never stop learning.
Okay, stop learning. Okay, keep learning yourself. Okay, keep learning everything. The happiest moment of your life?
Recently when I got married.
Oh wow, wonderful. Congratulations for that marriage.
you.
मिठाई हमें बाद में खाने को मिलेगी अगर अभी नहीं मिली है तो. The saddest moment of your life?
Yeah, when I lost my father.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. Challenging moment of your life?
Challenging moment when my father, after my father's death, immediately after 2 days, I had a conference, medical conference, and I was one of the presentator at the conference, and I was completely shattered. I was not willing to go there, but my mom and my brother stood behind me, and they were like, "No, you have to go it, and you have to present it." And then I presented in the conference, and I won that paper presentation.
Oh wow, wonderful.
In that conference. So that was a really challenging moment for me.
Your father was actually with you especially because that same incident happened with me especially in 2021. So I can share only the inputs like that.
Yes.
Especially after 2 or 3 days I got the interview and I got the audition especially, and it was online.
Okay.
So they were telling me, okay, you are not smiling. Then my sister told us that there was the incident and it was shocking. How can anyone smile in that situation? But finally I cracked it, especially I was working at that at glance, especially with them. But
Okay.
it happens especially, so actually I relate with you in that
Yes.
case especially. Wow. And same time also inspiring and same times also is sad especially.
Yes.
So I feel with you. Okay, which actor is your favorite? If you
Vicky
watch.
Kaushal.
Okay, Vicky Kaushal especially. Okay. Favorite book? As you have mentioned earlier,
Yes.
there was the book actually you want us to read.
Yes.
That is your favorite book.
Yes.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
If you
Zindagi
watch.
Na Milegi Dobara.
That's why actually now this time she is happy. Especially जिंदगी ना मिलेगी दोबारा काम सारे करते चलो. Okay. Favorite food?
Favorite food?
You are good in cooking.
Yeah, crabs.
It's crabs. Okay. You eat crabs and you also cook them.
Yes.
Okay. Which thing you cook very well, especially? Veg,
Prawns,
non-veg,
crabs,
or
or
prawns.
everything in non-vegetarian. I cook well.
You live nearby here, Navi
Yes,
Mumbai.
I live nearby.
That's great. Actually, I would very much like to come to eat something. भाई श्रुतिका के हाथ का मतलब कुछ जादू है वो पता तो चले कि वो किस तरह से कुक कर रही हैं. अच्छा. So, अच्छा, are you a good cook?
I like whatever I make. So, yeah.
और अभी तक ये सवाल हस्बैंड के पास तो गया नहीं. अच्छा गया भी होगा तो मना तो करना नहीं है.
Yes,
मिलेगा
so
दोबारा.
definitely.
हाँ जो मिलेगा मैं खा लूंगा चुपचाप. You feel that?
Yes.
Okay. So there was especially rapid fire round with श्रुतिका और इसके बाद हम कुछ insights के बाद भी हम उनसे पूछने वाले हैं और कुछ questions हैं जो उनसे हम करने वाले हैं वो सवालात. So you are also ready for that. तो life की insights के बारे में आपके हम जानते हैं. Okay, an idea that changed your life.
Be kind and be humble to
Okay.
everyone you meet.
Wow, wonderful. How success has changed you?
Rather than success, I would say the education has changed me a lot. My profession has made me to be a good listener, to be a patient while listening to anybody. So, and also it has made me more calm down. Like the books I've read in my profession, it led me actually thinking about myself, how I was and now how I am.
How I am especially, okay. तो देखिए ये एक evolution हुआ है especially. तो पुरानी श्रुतिका से हमें नई श्रुतिका अभी देखने को जो मिली है जिसने अपने आप को खुद अभी खोजा है और लगातार I think वो जारी भी है. You are discovering yourself.
Yes.
Wow, wonderful. Especially I think that you are introvert. More of introvert, not the extrovert one.
Yes.
Huh?
Kind
You are
of.
calm and composed type.
Yes.
Okay. You don't open up instantly or immediately. You take time.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, how success has changed you? You have told me especially about that, but the very difficult question now this time, but girls are very good, ladies are very good in this question, so you can actually give the good answer. Gents, I met with them, they are not very much good with this answer because they know the typical answer. But I want to know especially, best role of your life, mother, wife, daughter, teacher.
Daughter.
Especially, daughter, especially. You are a good daughter. Okay. वाइफ का अभी पता चलेगा नहीं या मतलब वो ऐसा ही है कि हाँ अभी तो बस अब जो मैं हूँ वो हूँ चल रहा है. Okay. So as a teacher you find you're nice.
Teacher, yeah, but I feel the more as a daughter,
I have accomplished more things, especially in my life. Okay, wow, wonderful. Do you cry sometimes?
Yeah.
especially in alone or actually is with
Alone.
now with your
Or
husband or
with
hubby?
my mom, I cry. But yes, it is a necessary of the human body. So it is
Definitely.
fine to vent out.
I like it especially.
Yeah.
I appreciate that and I recommend that. The people ask me actually, you are recommending that, man. Yeah, definitely I recommend that. Especially it's for your catharsis. You are becoming pure and especially be so much calm. और
Yes.
जितनी सारी पुरानी नेगेटिव चीजें भी वो भी निकल रही हैं साथ साथ.
Right.
So you are actually detoxing your mind, especially and soul,
Yes.
not only the body. Okay. So, any message you want to convey to anyone? I mean, anyone in your life, actually, your friend, your colleagues, your relatives, your students, anyone from here.
Yeah. So maybe the person is not with me, my
Okay.
dad. But yeah, I would like to convey to him is, I'm sure that I made you proud.
Oh, wow, wonderful. Definitely you have
Yes.
made him proud now. This time I believe in you especially. Okay. तो अब ये वाला था हमारे पास insights वाला एक area जिसको हमने complete कर लिया है. मेरे पास है अब कुछ this or that वाले sound. If you want to take the water, please actually take a sip. And I think you're okay now this time. Okay. Okay, are you comfortable with that?
Yes,
Especially?
definitely.
Okay. So this or that round, अब हम लोग आगे चलेंगे और वो कुछ सवाल इनसे पूछेंगे जिन सवालों के बारे में अभी हमें जानकारी नहीं है. Break the ice and especially know about Shrutika more. तो एक क्वेश्चन वैसे मैं पूछने वाला था, तो आप नितिन गडकरी जी को जानते हैं या उनसे जुड़ी हुई हैं स्पेशली? ये क्वेश्चन
This
जो
is
है
the most commonest question I hear.
डेफिनेटली यू शुड बी asked then now.
Unfortunately, I'm not a relative of Nitin Gadkari ji.
So you're married with him especially? Any time in your life?
No, I haven't met him yet.
अगर वो हमें अभी सुन रहे होंगे या उन तक जैसे ही बात पहुंचेगी हमारे यूट्यूब के थ्रू, मैं कहूंगा कि सर हमें अपॉइंटमेंट दीजिए, स्पेशली श्रुतिका को हम आपसे जरूर मिलाना चाहेंगे, स्पेशली वो आके मिलेंगी, कुछ सवाल आपसे भी बनते हैं. ओके, दिस और दैट राउंड, आई थिंक यू आर रेडी फॉर दैट बिकॉज एज यू आर नॉन वेज, आई नो अबाउट दैट नाउ बिकॉज यू कुक वेरी वेल, सो आई थिंक आई नो द आंसर, बट ओके, फॉर आवर लिसनर्स, वेज और नॉन वेज?
Non-veg.
नॉन वेज. ओके. टी और कॉफी?
Tea.
टी. शी इज टी पर्सन. वो अदरक वदरक वाली चाय पूरी तड़के के साथ आएगी अच्छी. जिम और योगा?
Yoga.
योगा पर्सन. अर्ली राइजर और नाइट आउल?
Night owl.
अच्छा, तो फिर उसके बाद सुबह आना हो जाता है,
हो
मतलब
जाता है.
मैनेज हो रहा है
Yes,
अभी,
yes.
3-4 घंटे में
अभी
नींद
तो
हो रही है.
नहीं, but then when I was student, I had to stay awake for late nights because of the studies and all. But then yeah, that was manageable. Next day I had exams, but then yeah, I did it.
एग्जाम लिखना तो करना तो है ही है, अब क्या करें, चेक करते हैं जैसे भी. ओके. इमोशनल और प्रैक्टिकल? You're a bit of
Practical.
Emotional, especially I look at, okay, it's like the emotional practical or practical emotional, or actually
Emotional practical.
Emotional practical. You try to manage the balance of the
Yeah, I
equilibrium.
feel if you for your survival, you cannot be only one.
Yes, definitely.
You cannot be only the emotional, you cannot be only the practical. You have to somewhere mingle those things, and then you can survive.
Because especially about me, I can tell you that I am actually the fusion of both now. This time I was earlier emotional, but now this
Yes.
time I'm fusion of that, especially. Okay, books or Kindle?
Kindle.
Okay, now this time she is into Kindle. अब क्या करें, क्योंकि नया जमाना और इतनी सारी बुक आप कैरी नहीं कर सकते हो,
Yes.
स्पेशली इन योर फ्लाइट, इन योर ट्रेन. माउंटेन्स और बीचेस?
Mountain.
माउंटेन्स. बीचेस तो इतने सारे देख ही लिए, तो माउंटेन वाला मामला किया जाए. ओके, रिलीजियस और स्पिरिचुअल?
Spiritual.
लाइब्रेरी और क्लासरूम?
Classroom.
ओके. अमेजन प्राइम और नेटफ्लिक्स? व्हाट यू वॉच?
Amazon Prime.
अमेजन प्राइम. जीओटी और एचओसी, मतलब गेम ऑफ थ्रोन्स और हाउस ऑफ कार्ड?
I am not fan of both, but then
मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं, मैं आई एम एक्चुअली नॉट फैन ऑफ जीओटी.
so I don't know actually
Okay.
what to answer about this.
What is your favorite movie then? I mean, in the Hollywood, especially Bollywood, you watch, I know.
So Hollywood,
Marvel Cinematic Universe or The Godfather or something like that. What?
no, I don't watch much of the Hollywood movies. Yeah, so I don't remember any of the movies from that.
Okay, especially और Bollywood में मतलब ये एक ही जिंदगी में मिलेगी दोबारा, और
I
what?
see Bollywood and web series. Also, I see the Marathi movies.
Okay, wonderful. Nat Samrat?
Yeah.
Last you watch?
Yes.
Okay, wow, wonderful. Especially if you want to read something in your free time, or you read also stories, or you only read novels?
I read stories as well, and in my free time, I try to read the newspapers more.
The newspaper.
So whatever is, and especially that the the supplements which they provide in the, because it has many things other than the news. They have the many facts and this thing, so that is why I like to read those things.
Like the weekly, or now it is also coming daily, like the Bombay Times or something like that, the entertainment news, or you're only into
As
that, the occupational therapies
no,
news?
No, not occupational therapy. So as I get time, so I read whatever is there into the newspaper, the supplement. So maybe health facts, or maybe related to your
Lifestyle or fashion and all.
or something. Yeah, I like to read that.
The sports, you read, you watch?
I watch sports. I like cricket.
Oh wow, wonderful.
Yeah, so anything from that I like to read.
चलो ये अच्छा है, मतलब घर में अगर टीवी भी चल रहा हो, मैच चल रहा हो, तो उसमें उसको लेकर भी लड़ाई नहीं होने वाली कि स्पेशली हाँ चलो आईपीएल चल रहा है, क्रिकेट मैच चल रहा है, ये अच्छा है. जितने भी सारे वर्ल्ड कप चल रहे हैं. वेल एनीवे, इट वाज नाइस टू मीट विद यू श्रुतिका. श्रुतिका ने काफी सारे क्वेश्चंस के बहुत अच्छे जवाब दिए. आई थिंक मैंने ठीक ठाक तरीके से सवाल पूछ लिए होंगे, एंड शी फेल्ट नाइस अबाउट दैट. तो स्पेशली थैंक यू सो मच यहाँ आने के लिए. आपने काफी सारी चीजों के बारे में अच्छे से जवाब दिए हैं हमें, और अगर इसके अलावा भी आप कुछ हमें बताना चाहती हैं, और एनी मैसेज टू एनी स्टूडेंट्स और एनी फैकल्टी और योर कलीग्स, यू कैन टेल अस. स्पेशली मेरे बारे में भी कुछ कहना चाहते हैं, कह सकते हैं, नो इशू.
Thank you very much, Abhinav, for having me here. I'm really glad, and also now after the completion of our talk, I'm feeling really good that you have taken this the Know Your Faculty, which is really going very well.
It's trying my hard.
I would like to thank D.Y. Patil Institute, which is one of the major career stone in my life. So thank you so much, D.Y. Patil University, and all the faculties, and all the chancellor, vice chancellor. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
You're welcome. You're very much welcome, especially about that thankful thing.
And the one thing is, thank you so much to my students who are giving me opportunity to teach them. Also, I am learning from them, so which is a really good thing.
Oh wow, so much actually sweet thing to say, and so much nice and so much humble by Shrutika. Actually, she said a lot of things and a lot of sweet things. Especially आज हमारे साथ सौरा भी हैं यहाँ पर. हाय सौरा, और प्लीज सब लोगों को हाय भी कह देना, स्पेशली हाथ हिला के. तो सौरा ने एक्चुअली ये सारी चीजें शूट की हैं, तो आप लोगों के पास जल्दी पहुंच जाएंगी यूट्यूब पर. और श्रुतिका तो थी हम लोगों के साथ बने रहिए. आप लोगों को दोबारा मुलाकात होगी कल 90.4 मेगाहर्ट्ज ज्ञानवाणी, यानी कि कम्युनिटी रेडियो ज्ञान की वाणी. थैंक यू, स्टे ट्यून्ड.